Hi, I've got my Tesla Model Y here, and I've got the cap kit for the Gemini wheel. It's the wheel cap kit, and I've been using them in the summer without the covers. It's been great because it looks a little different, and I like the way they look. However, I'm going on a road trip to New Hampshire, and I'll be away from home for like 3 days, 4 days, and I wanted to make sure that I had the car as efficient as possible. So I'm going to reattach the wheel covers. I know some people don't like the way it looks, but I like the efficiency, and I'm going to do that. I'm going to show you how easy it is. I'm going to need 2 tools. This tool is this is a suction cup that I just bought on Amazon. I'm going to use that to remove the center cap, and then I'll use this tool to remove the lug nut caps. Watch how quickly watch how easy it is. So that came off pretty quickly. You just have to press this suction cup here, lift that, and it pulls it out. Otherwise, it'd be really hard to take that out. And then to take these lug nut caps off, I just use this tool. See that? Now, to replace the wheel cap, you just have to make sure that you align this to your valve, which is right here. So once I align that, that's it. That was pretty quick, wasn't it? Okay, I'm gonna do it to the other wheels, and I'm gonna take this camera with me. Okay, so here's the wheel cap kit. No, one of our neighbors came and he wanted to talk about the Tesla. His name was Scott. He's a nice guy. He test drove the Tesla recently. You should test drive the Tesla too. No, he saw me like tinkering around with the car. Okay, that's my wife. I'm trying to convince her to test drive the Tesla Model Y in red. I got the blue one, and the red one would be awesome. See? So here are the lug nuts. Here's the center cap. And all I need to do is grab one of those. So again, match this little groove here with the valve. That's it. Okay, so this is pretty quick. So that was it. It was really easy to just remove and store away the wheel cap kit with this device and the lug nut cap remover. I'm gonna keep this box so you can store those away. Putting these caps back on was pretty quick. I think this is supposed to save 3 to 5%, make it 3 to 5% more efficient with these on, and that's because they are flush with the sidewalls of the tires, making the wheels a little bit more aerodynamic, so there's less drag on the highway. If you're driving 60 or 70 miles an hour, that can be quite a lot. And you know, so if you look at the angle here, as the wheel's spinning, this will prevent drag and also prevent turbulence. You know, what's interesting as I'm learning more about how aerodynamic the Y is, it's got a coefficient of drag of 0.23. I think the Model S has a drag coefficient of 0.21 or 0.208. So anyways, those are very low numbers, and that's because it's streamlined, the shape of the car. And I think this little gap here is meant to send air around the tire, and when it had the spokes exposed, that created a little turbulence and it wasn't as smooth. But as this spins, it's going to be a little bit more efficient. Now, you know, that doesn't save a lot of money. It's like, you know, I think I spend $1,000 or $1,200 in electricity to charge this car based on my Tesla app. You know, 5%, that's 50 or 60 bucks for a full year. But you know, if you hold the car for 6 years or more, that can amount to $300 to $350, which is a lot of money. So I'm gonna put them on right now, especially for this road trip that I have going to New Hampshire. And it's also starting to become cold this fall and the winter, where the battery doesn't work as efficiently. So having the wheel cap kits to help with the efficiency, keeping them on during the winter, I think will help a lot. Anyways, I hope you liked this video. If you did, please click like, comment, or subscribe. I've got other Tesla videos on my channel, and if you've got a Tesla and you've got the Gemini wheels, tell me what you do with the caps or without the caps. What do you like to, you know, what look do you like with caps or without them, and how do you deal with the efficiency guilt? The guilt of having them look nicer but being less efficient. Or do you prefer being more efficient and try to get that number as low as possible, that watt-hour per mile? Anyways, thanks a lot for watching. Okay, there's one thing that you have to do when you change your wheel covers back, is you have to go here to the service menu, click on wheels and tires, and make sure that you select the right wheel. This will impact your car's estimation of range, tire pressure, and warning levels, and the car visualization over here as well. So you can select a variety of things. The wheel cap kit, I had it on the wheel cap kit, but since I put back the covers, I switched it back to the 19-inch Geminis. Okay, I'm driving on the interstate. I was driving at 70 miles an hour, slowing down now with traffic, and I noticed that the aero caps on the Gemini wheels, I'm not sure if I can prove this to you, but they do sound a little quieter than the Gemini wheels with the caps off. I don't know if that's true or not. You know, they're supposed to make your wheels a little bit more aerodynamic and lower air turbulence, but I'll have to compare. I'll have to do some sort of study or maybe some comparison using the dB meter on my iPhone that measures sound, but it just seems a little quieter. The funny thing is, I don't know if I can prove it. I also removed my kayak racks from my roof racks up here, so maybe the removal of that also lessened the road noise in my car. But anyways, it's interesting. I just want to mention that. Okay, I've been driving around in my Tesla today. The first day that I put back the aero caps on the Gemini wheels. According to this screen, I've traveled 81 miles and used 18 kilowatt hours for 226 watt hours per mile. That's less than, you know, year to date, my 2024 measurement has been 245 watt hour per miles, and the total usage in total was 255 watt hours per mile. I checked early before I left the home, and then I looked at some of the metrics. I think yesterday I was averaging about 233 watt hours per mile. So today looks like I was able to save 3% of energy usage by just using the caps. Again, it's not ideal because it wasn't apples to apples. I drove a lot more distance today because I had to go see my daughter play soccer, and it was a lot longer than my usual commute, which is, I think round trip, it's about 40 miles. So I traveled almost twice the distance today, but the watt hours per mile was lower. So hopefully it helps.